What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pro Winston here. I'm getting a deck interview with one of my boys, Tyler Nolan, correct? He was playing a very interesting deck, but enough about me and I'm gonna stop introducing him. Let him introduce himself.
Hello, I'm Tyler Nolan. I have absolutely no credentials in this game.
Okay. So explain to them why you decided to play with. First, what did you play?
I played a volcanic black garden deck. I've been playing around with this deck for a while. I played it at Edison with reasonable success. I got 43rd place. Let's play that. Basically, I'm playing the deck today because I thought Gravekeepers were going to be big, and Blaze Accelerator can tear Spy apart and stop. It slows the deck down, basically. Volcanic Rocket's bigger than everything right now.
Alright, so why don't we go through the deck and you explain to us why cards is in here.
I played 2 Sazanks.
I don't even know what that does. Just tell the world what it do.
When it's flipped face up, you send 1 face-up monster on the field to the graveyard. It kills Stardust Dragon. It kills anything face up.
Okay.
Say the obvious. Those effects useless, really. I'm playing 2 Sideblocker. I would never play him again.
Why? Explain to us what that does first and why you never play it again.
I initially played it because of Dark Soul and Recruiter. So if your opponent has Dark Soul, you summon Sideblocker, declare Dark Soul, attack over Dark Soul, and they don't search. With like Spy and Recruiter, you can declare them and attack. It's also a good control card for avoiding traps. If you know what outs they could have, you can declare their outs. But he doesn't measure up. If you get protect him, he's completely dead. I played 2 Dekoichis.
For obvious reasons. Okay.
Card advantage. I played 3 Donzalugs.
That I want you to explain.
Donzalug under Black Garden gets 15 defense. If your opponent summons a monster, it will always be under 15 attack, almost all the time. So if they try to attack him, he gets flipped up, they discard a card. Then you turn into attack position, attack over the monster, and the game's over, really. He's also just good with all the removal that I'm playing, as you'll see, like Sazank and
No problem.
Volcanic Rockets, because she's huge, and Blaze Accelerator is really strong against decks like Gravekeepers. Destroy the spies, of course. Volcanic Shells, for the same reason. It also fuels some of the discard costs that we'll see later. Effect Veiler stops everything. Stops the Unlight plays, stops the Gyzaris plays, stops the Descendant plays. Card Trooper mills the shell, big attack. Summon him under Garden, he's still basically at his attack points. Blackwing Gale is just my tuner. He kills stuff. He's probably the most versatile tuner in the game.
Build is solid.
3 Black Gardens. Black Garden says your opponent cannot summon a monster without it dying. It becomes really small.
That's the AKA version of it, right?
Pretty much. If you want the full text, you can look it up.
No problem.
If they summon like Descendant, it gets halved. They don't have priority if I have Black Garden on the field. So if they go summon Descendant, I can bottomless before they contribute a monster. And then the token's also bigger than the Descendant. Play 2 Book of Moon. Because honestly, I believe Book of Moon is a solid judgment of the format. Book of Moon is such a strong card right now. The only reason I'm not playing 3 is because it kind of conflicts with Garden. 1 Pot of Avarice, because it recycles shells. I couldn't really find room for another. I was playing 2 back when I played Spies, but I ended up cutting them because Sazank just came out. 1 Dark Hole, no Omen of Crossout because Gravekeepers are getting big. No Omen removes the Spy, removes the Recruiter, removes Dandelion against the Quick Draw decks or the Breeze decks. Overall, just really strong all day. Picking the Black Garden forces players to set monsters instead of summon them. 2 Blaze Accelerators for the same reason. If you have Black Garden on the field, your opponent's forced to set, which means you have tempo, basically. You have Blaze Accelerator and Shells, any monster they set is going to be destroyed for up to 3 turns, and then you have Avarice to cycle them. 2 Duality. If you have Black Garden on the field and activate Duality and summon a monster, they don't get the token from Black Garden.
Oh, broken.
But also, I'm playing 42 cards with supported Duality, so I don't run the multiple shells. I didn't draw multiple shells all day today. 1 Starlight Road. I didn't find a need for multiple. It's a good card. Stops Hunlay, stops Gyzaris, stops Mirror Force, stops Torrential, etc. The deck's about versatility. All your cards need to do more than one thing. And that was basically the theory I went through with all this. 1 Solemn Judgment. 1 Torrential Tribute, obviously. I'm playing 3-dimensional Prison and 0 Mirror Force because of Recruiter. Recruiter is such a scary card. They go Recruiter anything. They can get Necro Valley, which destroys your Black Garden. Usually, if they go like Necro Valley turn 1 and Black Garden just goes over it, because I can live without playing Black Garden. They can't live without playing Nectar Valley. So I have the tempo in that situation. 2 bottomless trap hole. Black Garden triggers. So if they summon like Descendant, I can still bottomless trap hole the monster before it gets hacked.
Nice.
Raigeki breaks. They discard cost. They're my MSTs. I don't play MSTs because I don't think they're versatile enough. I'm playing Raigeki breaks instead because they can destroy monsters. They can destroy monsters. And they get shells in the graveyard for like Pot of Avarice. 2 Solemn Warnings. The life point cost with the shells and the Solemn Warnings might seem like a lot, but overall, the Solemn Warnings have been so strong today. They've been negating Hunleys, they've been negating Gazarises, they've been negating late game Full Helm Knights that would have ruined my Dekoichis. Just strong cards. For the side deck, I played 2 Banisher of the Radiance. While this looks like it might conflict with cards like Volcanic Shell, it runs over Lightsworn and it runs over Quickdraw. I'd probably play a third, but I don't really know what I'd cut for it. I'm playing 2 Noblemen of Crossout for Gravekeepers and Quickdraw, because everyone does that, including the one in the main, of course. A third Raigeki Break. This is for decks like Gravekeepers, which have continuous cards like Nectar Valley, face down cards like the set like Spy. If I get a good read on a Spy, I can Raigeki Break it, destroy the Spy doesn't search. If they have a Recruiter and I have Don Zalug, I can Raigeki Break the Recruiter, they get a search, Don Zalug runs over the 3 life points, and I rip the card they just searched. Trap Dust Shoot. I thought this would be good for going first, but I actually duality'd once into it turn 1, and I chose the Don Zalug over it because I thought the Don Zalug was going to be stronger, and it ended up being stronger. It's really not that strong right now. Mirror Force, because I'm not maining it. I decided to send against decks like Gladiators, or I think I decided to against Sabers. Multi-evacuation device for Scraps. Scraps are scary. It's also good against Debris. Duradark for Blackwings, which I didn't play against all day. I ended up deciding to get it against Gravekeepers too. Surprising effects, because it gets priority, so even if they have the bottomless, you can still kill the Descendant. Breakers for Decrees. Decree, Royal Oppression, which can stop Black Garden. And overall, just big back row decks. Like, I played against one deck that was like Doom Calibers, Underkings, put Sided Breaker in because it was big. Just runs over, rams, whatever. Second Starlight Road for decks like Lightsworn, which are still seeing play. And I don't know decided against Breeze. I usually decided in against Blackwings. I didn't see any Blackwings today. Effect Veiler. I was gonna side this in against Sabers, and I did, but it ended up being dead, so I'm not sure if I like it or not. I might end up cutting it for the 3rd Banisher, I'm not sure yet. MST, again, for Gravekeepers. I might be citing a little too much hate for Gravekeepers. Like, the matchup's good.
Just a little.
Just a little too much hate, yeah. Like, I think the Raikou, which I also side for Gladiators and Gravekeepers, might make this kind of pointless, to be honest.
All right. Well, thank you for that interview. Will you be going to any premiere events? Like,
I'll probably be going to nationals, but aside from that, I really don't know.
Why not, bro?
I don't travel much.
Well, do you play online, like webcam and stuff?
I'll occasionally play YVD, but not often. People can contact me. I'm Trinet on Pojo.
Trinet on Pojo. Talk about your Pojo channel for like a minute. Talk about it.
Oh, my Pojo channel?
Yeah, like talk about your Pojo page. Talk about it. Like, what do you talk about on Pojo? Like, do you just rant like other players? Do you give good ideas, or do you just check on the format?
I usually just I've been lurking a lot. I haven't really been posting because it's not worth posting right now. A lot of the forum's really bad. I have a YouTube channel, Trinet123.
I will put his link somewhere down there.
Thank you.
Somewhere down there. But guys, I just want y'all to be aware that he did do absolutely well. I judged some of his matches. I was around him for like all of his matches. He was on top tables. He was playing against good players, countless names. Stephen Harris was one of them. Stephen Harris was like, what the fuck is he playing? And then Stephen couldn't get out of stuff, you know, but that's what creativity brings to the game. And on that note, you already know, if it's not pro, it got to go. Deuces.